Hey, I'm Steve Andrews, and welcome to an unusual episode of the 2021 Change-a-thon, where today we're asking the question, what is the psychology of money, and why is it so dangerous to so many people's chances of achieving results and success? Now, money, objectively, not a whole lot different than stuff like grades and trophies, all right? It's a scorecard. It is a result that you get because you did something to achieve that result. Now, money is a little bit different because it's an exchange of value, right? This is useless to me. It's a piece of paper with a number printed on it until I give it to you in exchange for something that you do for me. And vice versa. I don't get this unless I do something to help other people's lives. But objectively, like I said, it's not a whole lot different than grades or sports, but psychologically, I consider the psychology of money to be one of the sneakiest things I've ever learned about, man. In terms, again, as an obstacle to success. And that's especially for business people that I work with. I work with people who are trying to change their life, man. They want to quit their job eventually, start a side hustle, maybe turn it into something permanent. Or people who have already started and they're trying to figure out why they're not getting the results that they want. And this is one of those sneaky things that gets in the way until you learn about it. And once you learn about it, then you can do something about it. You're now watching Rise Above the Clutter. Now, I have been told that I have a somewhat unusual story, okay? I went to school for a lot of years, got multiple degrees. I got a degree in psychology, and I did not learn anything about what we're talking about in school, okay? I also had multiple degrees in marketing. I used to be a marketing professor, but then I started my online business in 2013 and quickly came to understand that that's where the world is moving, right? Fast forward to today, I'm now a coach and I help other people who do that stuff. But when I first got started trying to change my life, get out of the working world, get out of the school world, get into the business world, man, I really, really had some confidence issues. I thought all that school stuff was going to help me. I was wrong about that. I realized I had so much more to learn. So I was just like anyone else. When you start something new, you have confidence issues, okay? Especially when we're talking about business and money are so connected, right? But I got some training. I had never done anything but study my whole life, so I got some training. And what does training do? What does good training do? It gets rid of your confidence issues. It gives you confidence. But here's the thing that freaked me out, man. I realized that even once I got my confidence, I still could not get past my mental blocks. So this is how I learned the hard way that it wasn't confidence that holds a lot of people back, right? It's this stuff, man, right? It's this psychology of money stuff. I discovered that what was really bothering me was that I was afraid that I didn't deserve success, And what was also bothering me was that I was scared that if I got success, I would become a bad person. Now, if you're listening to this and thinking, Steve, that sounds a little bit weird. Well, the human mind's a weird thing. We have weird thoughts, and but the cool thing is that once you become aware of this stuff, once you become you understand where these thoughts come from, then you have a chance to manage it, and you can even control it to a certain extent. All right, so if you're totally new to the money psychology stuff, this is the book I recommend. It's a very simple book, and it's all about how you reprogram your thinking history, your thinking habits about money from the inside out. And this book breaks down the 17 different categories of thinking, patterns of thinking that affect our ability to get results and success, right? Okay. And I use this book, by the way, in my Facebook group. I created a 30-day challenge. And the challenge is it's all about how to learn how to think like a winner. And I'm about to tell you exactly what I believe, how winners think, because it's a big part of this money and success thing, right? It all entwines. And so you can join that group for free. And I will go through that challenge with you personally, as will everyone else who's in the group, okay? So here's the first of 17 different patterns of thinking, habits of thinking, viewpoints, ways of thinking that can affect your ability to get results and success. And this first one is an overarching one, okay? Losers think that success is all about luck, okay? And winners, understand that you have a great deal of control in terms of the outcomes that you achieve. Right? Now, I am somebody who believes that I create my own luck. And the way you create your own luck, I've kind of already mentioned it earlier, is you do the right things. You do the things that produce success. You ever notice how the people that win more also seem to get more luck? It's because they put themselves in position to be lucky, right? It's like my man back here. This is what I teach my marketing students. It's like this is how you want to turn your business into, right? This guy is built a system, and his food is literally jumping into his mouth. There's no luck here, right? But he worked hard to stake out that position and to develop the skill. And so now it looks like he's not even trying. Okay. So yeah, a little bit of elbow grease, man, a little bit of hard work, but you want to work towards working smart. And this is what produces what looks to a loser. This looks to a loser. This looks like luck. But we know, you and me both know, it's not about luck. It's about putting yourself in position to have good luck. All right, so we're working our way to the end here, the big finish. I am going to give you 3 ways that you can decide right now to just start changing the way you think and just put energy into it until it becomes a habit, right? That's how new habits are formed. It's like a snowball. You have to physically pack the snow, put energy into creating something new, and then you have to push it for a little while, and then eventually you get to the top of the hill and the snowball just starts growing all by itself, right? These are habits. That's all this is, right? And it starts with a decision. It starts with small actions that you take every single day until small actions every single day suddenly produce a big change, right? And so here are the 3 ways that you can start flipping the script, all right? Number 1 is decide not to be a victim anymore. One of the first things you can do, and this is the first assignment, is you can instantly just stop complaining. And you've got to become aware of what's coming out of your mouth to do this, right? No complaining, no whining. Oh, this sucks, right? Instead of stopping with that and just being emotional about it, oh, this sucks. What I'd like for you to do instead, right, is say, oh, this sucks, and then, but what are you going to do about it, right? And then it's that second part, the what are you going to do about it part. That's what you go public with. You go public and ask people for advice. Hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing this. I got this issue. Here's a solution I'm thinking that might work, right? Because that's how winners think. Winners don't think, oh, this sucks. Winners think, what can I do about this, right? So I want you to go that next mile. Put all your energy into thinking about solutions, right? Decide not to be a victim. That's the big, big, big first thing. Because remember, that's what losers think. Losers think they don't have control. But if you start actively coming up with solutions, you're very quickly going to realize just how much control you really do have over the outcome of a lot of things in your life. Okay? All right, so choice number 2 is to obey the laws of cause and effect. And this is, again, what I've already said before. If you do the right things, then you're going to get the right result most of the time. Nothing in life is 100%. So if you obey the law of cause and effect, then see how this builds on what I just said before. The first one, don't be a victim. Just stop believing that you don't have any control and start just actively coming up with solutions. And then the law of cause and effect says is that as you get better at doing the right thing, you'll get the right result. These two sort of work together, right? Try this in little ways, and then you'll start to believe that you can accomplish this same thing in big ways, right? And so the third one is, of course, make friends with money. And now you're thinking, Steve, I love money. What are you talking about? Well, like I said, I told you this stuff was sneaky, right? The psychology of the money stuff is sneaky. Everybody thinks they love money. If everyone loves money, why do so few of us have it, right? What are the weird ways that we push money away? We have this passive-aggressive relationship with money. I love it, but at the same time, I hate it kind of stuff, right? Become aware of all the different ways that you may actually be sabotaging your success and not realizing it. Fear of success is a real thing. Common sense says that's silly. Everybody believes in fear of failure, but not everybody believes in fear of success. Well, I totally believe in fear of success, right? So make friends with money, and friendship's a process. It's a give process. And so now we've come full circle. These are some of the thoughts that we have about money that are sabotaging. Not all of them, right? The book I recommend will alert you to more of them. Money is bad, in movies, how many times is the villain, the evil person, they're always rich. Sometimes the good guy is rich, but the bad guy is always rich, okay? Money doesn't grow on trees. It's this illusion that there's never enough, and then it's like this also is an illusion that some people deserve money and some people don't, right? Rich people are virtuous. I don't know, man. I'm not so sure that that's always true, okay? You are who you are. Money doesn't make you a better person. Money doesn't make you smarter. Money doesn't make you worse. It doesn't make you dumber either. It's just you are who you are. And I think you are a good person watching this video, right? You're going to still be a good person if you get money. Remember, that was the one that was tripping me up, right? And so just understand and try to get back to the more objective feeling about money. Try to strip the emotion away from it and understand that it's simply a result that's based on a process. Start thinking more about that process. But you need to identify these weird thoughts that we have. And then once you identify them, like I said, you can control them. And one of the ways you can do that, right, is with some of the tools that I provide. All right, so there's your introduction to the psychology of money. And come back to future change-a-thons because we'll talk about this periodically throughout this event. Now, if you're someone who wants to go deeper with this, then accept my challenge. Right down below is a free training bundle. Inside that bundle is a link to my Facebook group. You can get in, go through this challenge, part of which will help you build this mindset that we're talking about here. And you can do it with me personally. You can do it with a group of people who are like-minded, trying to achieve the same things, right? We're trying to get over ourselves, basically, and achieve as much as we can and be happy in our life, right? Now, if you are of the entrepreneur persuasion, you're interested in starting a side hustle, or you're in that process, you're struggling with it, then you absolutely want to get that training bundle. That'll take you through a sequence of steps that eliminates the confusion, gives you that clarity that you need, right? And one of those steps, of course, is what we've talked about today, identifying some mental roadblocks and managing them and overcome them. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to get that training bundle, then you absolutely need to get in there and take my 30-day challenge. Okay? All right. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.